Namaste and welcome to the Art Sunday Project podcast. My name is Abby Sabeti, and if this is your first time listening to the Art Sunday Project podcast, don't forget to check out our previous episodes. You can listen to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Most of you may be aware that the school year has started. I wasn't going to talk about my crappy school experience, but here I am. If you're one of my teachers listening to this podcast, please don't get offended by what I'm about to say. But keep in mind that this is my opinion, and a lot of other kids probably feel the same way. Listen, I'm not a kid who thinks school is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Like mostly everyone else, I'd rather be playing video games or sleeping, especially during math. With all due respect. Without further ado, here's the recap of my crappy school week. On Monday, school was bad. Why? Because it was a Monday and it's middle school. What'd you expect for it to be good? I didn't think so. Also, the cheese slid off my pizza. Tuesday was okay, but my computer died the second I started my map test. And some of the paper plate came off of the pizza. You may have noticed that the pizza contributes to how my day goes. But as my friend says, it's not pizza, it's crappy school food. Not wrong, no offense, lunch ladies. Our cafeteria food is bad. That's all I'm gonna say, it's bad. Because, for obvious reasons. Come on, come to my school, get the pizza, try to take it off the plate without the cheese falling off, and you'll see exactly what I mean. You can't take it off without the cheese coming off, the paper coming off with it, or your pizza slice splitting in half. That can happen, but I'll get to that later. On Wednesday, I got hit in the face. Yeah. Don't ask me how I got hit in the face. I just get hit in the face or hit during school due to stuff happening because it's school. See? But I'd like to mention, now that this is middle school, people tend to curse a lot. So I had the bright idea to make a swear count. I kept track of how many people swore for the whole week. Yeah, that's right, the whole week. And the final swear count turned out to be 33. Yep. It was gonna be 32, but then when I was getting on the bus, someone said a curse word. I'm not gonna say what it is because this is a family-friendly podcast. But you know what I mean. And I'd like to point out again. Well, not again, this is the first time I'm mentioning this. That more than half of these swears were said by a single person. And that person shall remain nameless. Thursday was also bad. What? I don't remember because most of the stuff happened on Friday. So let's get to that. Friday was decent because math was fine. Math didn't smack me in the face like every other day. So it was going okay until lunch came. Wait, no, this happened on Thursday. Never mind. On Thursday, I picked up my pizza and it promptly split in half. I'm not kidding. Half of it was stuck to the plate and half of it came off with it, so I said, screw pizza, and then just ate chips. What else am I supposed to do? Starve? I had a bag of Chex Mix. And a box of craisins. That's not a lot to work with. Back to Friday. ELA was fun, but lunch I got a brat. I didn't want the bread because I don't like to eat brats with bread. I don't know why, it just tastes weird. The broth was good, but after a few bites, it wasn't good. And recess, as in every other recess that I've ever been to, I almost got hit with a ball. Bringing me to this. Somewhere around the first day of school, I got hit in the side with a soccer ball. Yeah. I looked over in that direction and I saw the person like, oh no, I hit that person. And they looked away like, you're not gonna notice. Like, who's gonna notice that I hit them with a soccer ball? Yeah. My school is kind of bad. No offense to the teachers. But I'll get to the teachers later. Social studies was fun. Again, social studies doesn't smack me in the face. Science was going great. But then the teacher gave us M&Ms. Because we were doing an experiment on M&Ms. We did an M&M lab the week before or the day before or a few days before. And we did another M&M lab that day, so she gave us some M&Ms. We split them up into 7 each. There were 2 extras. So two people at our table got it and 2 people didn't get the M&Ms. Guess what I got? Nothing. I didn't get any of the extra M&Ms. But whatever, it's just candy. Of course I would say that, but most of the other kids in my class didn't feel the same way because some kids from a table that only got 5 M&Ms each looked at us and said, how many M&Ms are we getting each? And we said 7. Well, not we. Some kid at my table said 7. Then one of the kids tried to take it and I'm like, hey, no, these are our M&Ms. They tried to take it again, and a kid did a sweeping gesture with his hand as like, back off. And then they hit me in the face. Specifically, the eye. They did ask if I was okay, so I guess that's good. But I was like, yeah, I'm totally fine. Of course, if you hit someone in the eye, they're fine. Don't worry, I'm okay. Then there was gym. It was okay. I scored once or twice. It was twice. And I think it's kind of funny that people don't think I'm good at sports, which I'm not. Trust me. But whenever no one passes to me, even though I'm open, we don't really win. We usually get kicked out of the game. But we get to come back because it's school. It's friendly. But one of the times I scored, the first time I scored, was when someone threw the ball to me and I had 1 foot over the touchdown. Okay, let me explain. We were playing speedball and it's a game where you can transfer the ball to your hands while you're using your feet and then chuck it to people. You can't run while you're holding the ball. That would be unfair. Because, as my gym teacher says, some kids can run faster than others. So if you're a slowpoke, you're going to start whining that it's not fair, and then we're going to have to deal with all that crap. Okay, that's not exactly what he said, but yeah, it's the same thing. So anyway, some kid threw the ball to me, and wait, I forgot to mention this. You can score a soccer goal worth 2 points by kicking the ball into where the goal is located. Duh. And you can also score a football goal by tossing the ball to someone with their foot with 2 feet over the touchdown line. So someone threw the ball to me, and I had 1 foot over the touchdown line and 1 foot out of it. It was that one moment where nobody stepped forward. No one tried to stop me. Everyone was just staring, and then the gym teacher just said, pivot, and I pivot, and it's like 1 point. I scored another goal, and then they kind of forgot I existed. And then we got kicked out of the game. It's what happened. Then, someone kicked the ball a bit too high while we were sitting on the edge of the stage watching the game. And the ball came down. Some people moved out of the way, but I was just sitting there and I got hit with the ball. What'd you expect? Every week of school, I will get hit with something. It's usually a ball or something. Anyway, health science and wellness class, health science and wellness. We were doing our babysitting unit. Well, we are doing our babysitting unit. And we were making posters. I was working with these two kids at my table, and they were, we were assigned to age group. I got infant 6 to 12 months, and the two boys at my table were making jokes about like Nerf guns. It's just, and they're also making jokes about, the classic boy joke. Whenever it says kids can play with large toy balls, and you can probably guess if you're an older kid what they were making fun of. So I was just sitting there trying to do stuff, and eventually I gave some kid an idea for his poster, and he did do it, and they didn't bother me after that. So help people and they won't bother you unless they're ungrateful. Yeah. Then I didn't know whether I was supposed to get on the bus or was supposed to be picked up by my dad. So I had my poster with me because I didn't finish it. It was homework. And I was like, where do I go? And so I started heading down, and when my bus was close to leaving, I saw my dad text me, and I looked at my watch, and he said, ride the bus today. So I ran toward the bus, and just before I got on, some kid said a curse word, making the sword count go up. I sat down next to my sister, and stuff happened, and that ended my school week with bad. So I didn't really have a decent day for the whole week, except for Friday. Friday was okay, but none of them are likable. So even though it was the first 2 days of school, where you're supposed to have fun because you're stepping closer to the pit of doom and homework and stuff, I still didn't have any fun because it's school. So I haven't had a good day ever since school started. That's probably bad. I've been talking for a while, but I still haven't gotten to any of my teachers. My teachers are the reason why my school day is either good or bad. My ELA teacher is fun. He's super fun and funny. But if he gets mad, then you don't want to be around. I mean, he's okay. He's just a guy who will just speak in a serious tone. Math usually gets me tired because our teacher is okay, but sometimes the stuff she assigns for homework is The homework assignment we had was for fantasy football. We had to search up some stuff and decide who should someone choose for their quarterback. It was more looking up stuff than math, so I don't know why it was assigned. Probably because she's a fan of fantasy football and the fantasy football season started, but that's no reason to assign. Well, there is a reason, but it's a lot of looking stuff up. And I had to get help twice. That wasn't too fun. Social studies, our teacher is super funny, and we did discover something because in the second week of school, there was a giant earwig in the classroom behind a file bin. Our teacher was scared, but she did eventually pick the earwig up with a tissue, probably killing it, and then throwing it in the trash can, and then saying that she was afraid of creepy crawlies. So, thanks, Teach. You got an earwig out of the classroom. Well, not out of the classroom, it's still in the trash can, probably. But she got rid of it, so that's good. Our science teacher is good. Anyway, our PE teacher is he's okay, but, I mean, could be better, it's PE. But, the teacher has nothing to do with the subject, meaning if PE is bad, it doesn't necessarily mean the teacher is bad. So our PE teacher is good. Our health science and wellness teacher is also good, but it could be better. I mean, I don't really know what to say about any of the teachers without seriously offending them in any way. I mean, I'm totally fine with offending people. It doesn't give me a problem, but these are teachers. You don't want to mess with teachers when they get angry. Second grade flashbacks. Anyway, that's pretty much my crappy school week. It's gonna get a lot worse because it's only the third week of school, and how many days are there? There's more to go. It's the whole school year's ahead of me, so I'm just hoping that I'll have at least one decent day. If I have one decent day, then everything's good. Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Art Sunday Project podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share this podcast with someone you know. We'll see you next time.